Hey guys, happy Vlogmas. Good morning. Today is going to be a more casual video. We're just going to go to the barn. I'm going to ride kite and do all my normal chores. So I'm going to get ready real quick. When I get to the barn, the first thing I do is get Zora out because I'm going to be cleaning his stall today, and he was very excited to go out. I don't have a ton of videos of him because I was a little busy with my chores. You can see him take off there, but he ran and ran and ran, so I'm glad he's feeling good. Good morning, Scout. Next, I get his blanket off because I really need to clean his stall as well. He had Lasix the day before, and normally that does make his stall wetter because he drinks way more water after he's had Lasix. He was also very happy to get out. Sometimes he runs, but today he didn't, I think, because he's had some harder workouts recently, but he loves to roll and get nasty, and he definitely did that. Next, I get Chester's blanket off because he is going to go in his pasture. I am so happy that I have this stall where he has the turnout because I know it's always going to be available for him every single day, and he really needs to be out a lot, so does Scout. Now, my favorite thing to do in the whole world, clean stalls. Most of this is going to be time lapse, so I am about to give you some nice music to listen to. But before I do that, I'm going to explain a little bit about what I am doing. Here, I get all the wet scraped into the middle because I don't want to just dig a hole around his stall. By scraping it all in the middle, you are ensuring that his stall is going to stay level and there aren't going to be any holes dug that you cannot fill with bedding. We don't like holes, okay? We like level stalls. I did decide to go out and put this fly mask on Chester because he was sticking his head over the fence and I don't want him to get caught. After I get all the wet bedding out, I use the pick to scrape down all of the bedding off the sides. He rolls a lot, and usually horses will push their bedding up like that. So I scrape it all down so it doesn't get built up nasty against the wall. And sometimes there are hidden things here, so I sift everything out. Next up, I'm cleaning Zoro's stall. Normally I clean Zoro's every other day while I clean Scout's every single day, but I was unable to get to Zoro's, so it has been 2 days since it's been cleaned. But I use the same process on all the stalls that I clean. I scrape all the wet together, get that all out, bring down the dry bedding to replace some of what I took out, and sift through everything I find. I try really hard to keep all of the dry bedding in the stalls as much as possible. once I was done with that, I had a bag of feed that I needed to dump into Zoro's barrel, so here I am doing that. I try to keep their stalls very bedded, so I got 4 bags of pellets, 2 for Zoro and 2 for Scout. I soak them so they get nice and soft and very absorbent. I think they last way longer when you soak them, and they are way easier to sift through, and if you have mats, you're not gonna roller skate if you soak them. If you look on the instructions on the bag, it actually says to mist them after you lay them down, but I do not have access to a water hose that can do that. So I just use this water hose and put enough water in there for them to absorb and rise without making them too wet. I also dump Zoro's water bucket. I do this very often to make sure they have clean water to drink, and then I took the feed down to my other horses and dumped it in their bins that needed feed. While the pellets soaked in Scout's stall, I made feed bags. Here I am making Scout's. He gets 2 scoops 2 times a day, so I put 2 scoops in each bag, and then he gets a quinine and powdered electrolytes. Every day Scout gets a scoop of rice today, and I don't think he really enjoys how it tastes, so I put some grain in there, the rice today, his 6 seed, and then some alfalfa to make sure he eats it. Chester only gets 1 feed bag in the morning, and he gets 1 scoop with powdered omeprazole and also the Equinety powder. With Scout, after I spread the soaked pellets, I also put a bag of shavings on top. Because he is wetter, I want to make sure he has plenty of bedding to absorb everything. Now that all the chores are done, it is time to ride Kite. I like to do all the chores first, so I'm not thinking about doing them when I get off. I get Kite all saddled up. The ground is pretty bad because it's been raining a lot, so I'm only gonna long trot him out there. I don't wanna make him sore or anything. And before you say anything about my fit, okay, I'm comfy and it's cold. But if you're a beginner, definitely you should ride in jeans. You need the grip. kill me. Once I was done riding kite, he got to go in and eat his dinner, so he was super excited about that. And then when I got him up, I went and got Zorro, and Zorro was also very excited to eat his dinner. And then Scout got a lot of extra hay today because I like to keep weight on him. And then Chester got a little more alfalfa. He had already eaten his dinner, and then I got their blankets on because it was gonna be pretty cold. And then that was my day. Okay, bye.